I'd like to provide the American people with an update on our efforts to protect the integrity of our very important 2020 election. If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us. If you count the votes that came in late, we're looking at them very strongly, but a lot of votes came in late. As everybody saw, for the first time ever, we lost historic numbers. We had polls that were so ridiculous, and everybody knew it at the time. There was no red wave, but instead there was a blue wave that they predicted, and it's been properly acknowledged, actually, by the media. This was also the year of non-white voters, Latino, African American, Asian American, and Native American voters, the largest ever in our history. Yet for the first time ever, we lost. I'd like to create the illusion of momentum, which was wrong on every occasion that I know.
Donald Trump's presidency is under attack, and we need everyone, whether you are a former Trump supporter or a decent human being, to listen to this very important message. Donald J. Trump is a big, whiny baby who can't take criticism. CNN was declared fake news after reporting unflattering truth. Saturday Night Live was dubbed not funny after mocking Mr. Trump. And Rosie O'Donnell is called a fat pig, despite being a nice woman who cares about people. Donald Trump is a teeny toddler trapped in an old man's body who can't handle his own reality. President Baby cries whenever a mirror is pointed at him, be it literal or figurative. Donald Trump is trying to block the American people from seeing any unflattering image of himself, such as this one, or these three other ones. We need every American to pick up the phone and call 822-CRYBABY and press 1 to leave a criticism of Donald Trump. If we can make him cry enough, he will go away. Time is running out. We have Donald Trump on the ropes, and we must keep throwing punches. We will stop at nothing to prove that Donald Trump is a giant screaming infant with a stinky poopy diaper who is also afraid of stairs. Make your voice heard and help us dump the Trump before he wets the bed. Call 822-CRYBABY now. The Committee to Defend Literally Any Other President is responsible for the content of this message. Donald Trump has never gone pee-pee in a potty.
If Donald Trump refuses to give a concession speech, it will be one of the last norms that he breaks as president. Now that President-elect Joe Biden has won the 2020 election, Trump will need to decide what to do next. While members of the Trump administration seem to be split between supporting the president's attempt to fight the results in court and looking for new jobs, there is widespread agreement that he won't deliver a concession speech. The good thing is that it doesn't ultimately matter. A formal concession after an election is not embedded in our Constitution, it is a norm. Historians tend to date the first public concession back to 1896 when Democrat William Jennings Bryan sent Republican William McKinley a telegram that said, "I hasten to extend my congratulations. We have submitted the issue to the American people and their will is law." Concessions tend to adhere to a basic formula. The loser congratulates the winner, calls for post-election unity, and tells supporters that they should accept the results. Illinois Democrat Adlai Stevenson brought the concession speech to television in 1952 after he took a drubbing at the polls and lost to Republican Dwight Eisenhower. In what is often considered among the best of the tradition, Stevenson told viewers that which unites us as American citizens is far greater than that which divides us as political parties. I urge you all to give President-elect Joe Biden the support he will need to carry out the great task that lies before him. I, Donald J. Trump, pledge to President-elect Joe Biden my support. And I please to make it a peaceful transferal of leadership. We vote as many, but we pray as one. At least we pray he does the right thing.
Margin call, gentlemen. Oh, you can't expect us to...
You know the rules of the exchange. All accounts to be settled at the end of the day, without exception.
You know perfectly well we don't have $394 million in cash.
I'm sorry, boys. Seize all assets of
Donald Trump,
commodities brokers, as well as all personal holdings of
Donald Trump.
My God. We're ruined. This is an outrage. I demand an investigation. You can't sell our seats. A Duke has been sitting on this exchange since it was founded. We founded this exchange. It's ours. It belongs to us. My God.
Mortimer, your brother's not well. We better call an ambulance.
Fuck him. Now you listen to me. I want trading reopened right now. Get those brokers back in here. Turn those machines back on. Turn those machines back on.
The Fox News decision desk can now project that former Vice President Joe Biden will win Pennsylvania and Nevada, putting him over the 270 electoral votes he needs to become the 46th president of the United States.
Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States, who stated in this process, "I will never give up fighting for you and our nation," will be denied a second term. That has not happened since 1992 and President George H.W. Bush. Keep in mind, the Trump campaign is in the midst of waging legal challenges in several states, but the path is clear for the new president-elect.
The states will all need to officially certify the vote. In the middle of a pandemic, almost 150 million Americans voted, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will receive the most votes of any presidential ticket ever.
Senator Kamala Harris will be the first woman and the first woman of color to become vice president of the United States. President Trump garnered 5.5 million more votes than he did in 2020 than he did in 2016 and closed the gap in the final days after barnstorming the nation. Whether he chooses to concede or decides to wait until these legal challenges play out is yet to be seen.
This is a moment. This is a moment that had been a long time coming. Joe Biden running for president. This is his third time. The third time is the charm for former Vice President Joe Biden. 47th Vice President. He becomes the 46th president and now is president.
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
You hear that? He says thank you. Is that right? Did you hear that? That's Brooklyn.
With his defeat, Donald Trump becomes the first president to never break the 50% approval rating. President Trump also makes history for the most job losses of any U.S. presidency. Donald Trump also has the most golf days of any U.S. president. Also the closest associates to be arrested while in office. Not to mention, most cabinet members to be fired or quit. I don't think we will see anything like this for a while. I am sure he will feel like an outcast while the world is pulling itself back together.
It's time for us to lift our heads up, open our hearts, and remember who we are. We are the United States of America. I mean this. There's not a single thing we cannot do if we do it together. The country is sick of the division. They're sick of the fighting. They're sick of the childish behavior. I represent all of you, whether you voted for me or against me, and I'm going to make sure that you're represented. I'm going to give you hope. We're going to move. We're going to choose science over fiction. We're going to choose hope over fear. We're going to choose to move forward because we have enormous opportunities to make things better. We choose hope over fear, truth over lies, and yes, unity over division. So folks, it's time for us to lift our heads up, open our hearts, and remember who we are. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. So the question for us is simple. Are we ready? I believe we are.
comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. Well, send them your heart so they know that someone cares, and their lives will be stronger and free, as God has shown us by turning stone to bread. And so we all must lay